Imagine a once mighty empire reduced to a shadow of its former glory. This is the story of the Byzantine Empire and the devastating impact of the Crusades. Intended to protect Christendom, these religious wars ironically weakened the very empire meant to be its eastern shield. The Crusades, while aiming to combat Islamic expansion, ultimately left the Byzantine Empire vulnerable and open to its eventual downfall. The Byzantine Empire, centered on Constantinople, was the continuation of the Roman Empire in the east. This grand city, known today as Istanbul, was a melting pot of cultures, ideas, and religions. It stood as a testament to the enduring legacy of Roman governance, law, and culture, even as the Western Roman Empire crumbled. It was a beacon of civilization, boasting magnificent art, architecture, and learning. The Hagia Sophia, with its massive dome and stunning mosaics, symbolized the empire's architectural prowess. Scholars in Constantinople preserved and expanded upon the knowledge of the ancient world, making significant contributions to science, philosophy, and literature. However, by the 11th century, the empire faced serious threats. Internally, political instability and economic troubles plagued the Byzantine state. Externally, the empire was surrounded by hostile forces, each eager to carve out their own piece of Byzantine territory. The Seljuk Turks, a powerful force from Central Asia, were pushing westward, conquering Byzantine lands in Anatolia, which is modern-day Turkey. Their military campaigns were relentless, and they quickly became one of the most formidable adversaries the Byzantines had ever faced. This loss of territory, a key source of food and manpower, weakened the empire both militarily and economically. The fertile lands of Anatolia had been the breadbasket of the empire, providing essential resources that sustained the Byzantine military and population. As the Seljuks advanced, the Byzantines were forced to retreat, leaving behind devastated farmlands and displaced populations. The empire's ability to defend itself was severely compromised, setting the stage for further conflicts and challenges in the centuries to come. In 1095, Pope Urban II called for the First Crusade. His aim was to aid the beleaguered Byzantines and recapture the Holy Land from the Seljuk Turks. Thousands of Western Europeans, driven by religious zeal, answered the call. While the First Crusade did succeed in capturing Jerusalem in 1099, it also marked the beginning of a complex and often strained relationship between the Byzantines and the West. Though initially welcoming the Crusaders' aid, the Byzantines soon grew wary of their Western allies. Cultural and religious differences caused friction. The Crusaders, for example, were Catholic Christians, while the Byzantines followed Eastern Orthodox Christianity. These differences, though seemingly small, caused significant distrust and misunderstanding. The Crusaders' ambitions also worried the Byzantines, who feared their Western allies were more interested in land and power than in protecting the empire. The Fourth Crusade, which took place from 1202 to 1204, was initially intended to reclaim Jerusalem from Muslim control. However, the Crusaders never reached their original destination. Instead, they became embroiled in a series of events that would lead them to the gates of Constantinople. This period marked a significant turning point in Byzantine history. The Byzantine Empire, once a beacon of culture and power, was already struggling with internal strife and external threats. The arrival of the Crusaders only added to the turmoil. Instead of reaching the Holy Land, the Crusaders found themselves diverted. Their journey took an unexpected turn, influenced by a complex web of political and economic interests. The Crusaders, manipulated by Venetian interests and internal power struggles, were persuaded to attack Constantinople. The Venetians, who had their own economic and political motives, saw an opportunity to weaken a rival and gain control over trade routes. In 1204, the Crusaders laid siege to Constantinople. The city, unprepared for such an assault, fell after a brutal and relentless attack. The walls that had once protected the city for centuries were breached, and the Crusaders poured in. The sack of the city that followed was, well, brutal. Priceless treasures were looted, libraries were burned, and citizens were slaughtered. The cultural and economic heart of the Byzantine Empire was ripped apart in a matter of days. This act of betrayal left the Byzantine Empire humiliated and economically devastated. The once great city of Constantinople was reduced to ruins, and its people were left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. The Fourth Crusade, intended to reclaim the Holy Land, instead brought about one of the darkest chapters in Byzantine history. The Fourth Crusade shattered the Byzantine Empire, both physically and politically. The empire was divided into several smaller states, weakening its ability to defend against external threats. Though the Byzantines managed to regain Constantinople in 1261, the empire never truly recovered from the blow. The sack of 1204 had drained its resources, weakened its defenses, and sown deep mistrust between East and West. The Crusades, particularly the Fourth, significantly contributed to the decline of the Byzantine Empire. The sack of Constantinople left it vulnerable to attacks from enemies like the Ottoman Turks, who were steadily expanding their power. The economic turmoil caused by the Crusades further weakened the Byzantine state, making it difficult to maintain a strong army and navy. The Crusades, though aimed at defending Christendom, ultimately undermined its eastern bastion. The Byzantine Empire, weakened by internal strife and external pressures, finally succumbed to the Ottoman Turks in 1453. The fall of Constantinople marked the end of the Roman Empire, an empire that had endured for over 1,000 years. The legacy of the Crusades, particularly the betrayal and destruction of the Fourth Crusade, played a crucial role in this final chapter of Byzantine history. The story of the Byzantine Empire and the Crusades offers a cautionary tale. The Byzantine Empire, once a beacon of culture, military might, and economic power, stood as a testament to human achievement. Its capital, Constantinople, was a thriving metropolis, a melting pot of different cultures, religions, and ideas. However, the empire's grandeur was not enough to shield it from the tides of history. It reminds us that even the most powerful empires are not invincible. The Crusades, a series of religious wars initiated by the Latin Church in the medieval period, played a significant role in the Byzantine Empire's decline. These wars were marked by brutal battles, shifting alliances, and a relentless pursuit of religious and political dominance. The Byzantine Empire found itself caught in the crossfire, its resources drained, and its territories gradually eroded. It highlights the devastating consequences of religious fanaticism and political opportunism. The Crusaders, driven by a mix of piety and the promise of wealth and land, often acted with little regard for the local populations. The Fourth Crusade, in particular, was a turning point. Instead of reaching the Holy Land, the Crusaders diverted to Constantinople, leading to the infamous sack of the city in 1204. This event not only weakened the Byzantine Empire, but also left a lasting scar on its cultural and economic landscape. The Crusades, while complex and multifaceted, ultimately serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of empires and the enduring power of historical events. The Byzantine Empire's fall was not solely due to external pressures. Internal strife, political corruption, and economic challenges also played crucial roles. The empire's inability to adapt to changing circumstances and its failure to unite against common threats further hastened its decline. What lessons can we learn from the Byzantine Empire's demise, and how can we ensure that history doesn't repeat itself in our own time? By studying the past, we gain insights into the complexities of human societies and the factors that contribute to their rise and fall. It is a reminder that vigilance, adaptability, and a commitment to justice and unity are essential for the longevity of any civilization. As we reflect on the Byzantine Empire and the Crusades, we are called to recognize the importance of learning from history to build a more resilient and harmonious future.